No. Pretty
And be sure to check out my scrapbook.
Okay.
I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous, and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about...
I am sorry, everyone. I am really sorry. Please just ignore this little bit. Just I couldn't see the chat room. Oh God, no. I'll throw you up there. Give me a second. I'll throw you up there. And put you there. And let's go back.
Enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay, let's look at our case.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Bolet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be laissez les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Okay. Thank you for reading all that. And we're going to Junior. Best place to be in the dark room. I don't know. Yeah, there.
Hello? Anybody here? Hi, the door was open.
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Okay.
That's it.
No offense, but...
Hello, folks.
Yuck.
Thank you for coming.
Don't make her drink
I
any
will
of your
serve
widow
it.
concoctions.
Thank you.
Then I really will have to take
And
her
welcome to my
emergency room.
channel.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this... Well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. The smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No. No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
Thank you for
I should
that.
call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
Give me a second. Just... Move to this down. Okay. Go forward. Hold on. Can I turn it up the brightness? No. I am sorry if it's dark. No. Can't turn. What the? It has been a while since I played this game. Let's look around. Okay, nothing here. Very nice weather.
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Were you very close to your uncle?
Great uncle Bruno, and no, I wasn't. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all.
Yet you came all the way down here for the funeral?
Not really. Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
I sure can, but I'm not going to. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
No.
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. Oop, what's this? Cat eye. Eye candy. Fine. Okay. Okay. First place. Huh? Double first place. I go over there in a second. Okay, we can't go down now. Okay. Very nice. Peter B. Lally. Okay. Can I turn over? Yeah, I can turn over. Loads of people. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, but now I need that to stop that ball. Ah, damn. Okay, one more time. Hello, Nick. Thank you for coming. Ooh, okay. Oh, I'll go back to that later. Okay, come back on. Okay. My good Bess.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked in.
5 minutes later.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around the scale model of a cemetery. So if I just knew why they were so interested in it, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Bess.
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Bess, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Bess, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well, I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, here we go.
Evening. What can I do for you?
Lucky Jack.
Knock
that one.
yourself out.
No, I want to... Oh, forget it.
Hey, doing a little end-of-the-day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules...
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872... Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolet. And, that's all I can tell you.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Can you tell me what was in the box?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Is Henry Bolet a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolet didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
Guess I'll check this place out some more.
Sounds like a plan.
Hello, Homestead. Thank you for coming. And it would be just turn around.
Ooh, they weren't kidding. Ooh, P.U. This might come in handy.
Okay, we'll just get out of here.
Hello? Good news and bad news, Nance. I found out that the receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bolet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
That's the bad news. The box is in a back room, and it contains assorted unknown items, and that's all Lamont would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. So, looks like that's that.
No. You've got to get into the back room and find out what's in that box. Which means you're probably going to have to, you know...
Oh, no. I'm not going to snoop, Nancy Drew. I told you, I'm a lousy snooper.
You've got to, Bess. The place could close by the time I got down there and tried to do it myself. And knowing what's in that box could be really important.
Could be? I'm supposed to risk life, limb, and liberty for something that could be important?
Yes, Bess, please, just find a way to distract this Lamont guy. Look through the box and leave. You can do that, okay?
You owe me, Nancy Drew. Oh, do you owe me?
Oh, you're the greatest. You really are.
Okay. And remember here.
Close, but no cigar. Still needs some work.
Hang on. There you go.
Well, I've got the right idea. That doesn't quite cut it.
Okay.
And she's back!
What's up with all those bottles of weird stuff over there?
Hoodoo's something some of the more superstitious people around here practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags,
Hello, studio.
give
Thank
you
you for
a
coming.
supernatural edge in your daily life.
Does it work?
All I can tell you is, the stuff I got in here sounds like hotcakes.
You okay?
Somebody thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
Hello, Charlie. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Maybe I'll have another look around in here.
Take your time.
Okay.
I'm getting there, I think. That doesn't quite cut it. Well, I've got the right idea. Well, I've got the right idea. That doesn't quite cut it.
I do not get it. Any ideas?
Still needs some work. There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! gosh. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
Nose spray, back room. Got it.
Thank you for that.
Dog.
Oh God. No spray, Ren. No spray. What is there?
I need to go through that box for Nancy, then get the nose spray for Lamont.
What's her name? Oh, Bruno. Name.
Done. Did that. Done. I still need to do that.
Oh, give me the B-O-L-E-T. No? Okay. B-O-L-E-T. No? U-N-D... No. Yes? No? Where's save her? Test will report in later. I am sorry everyone, I'm just looking. Oh, come on. L-E-B-E-N U-N-D-G-O-D. Thank you.
Whoa, this is weird. I better call Nancy and read this to her word for word.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, inside the box, that this box is in, there's a couple of photographs. One's of a boy and a dog, and the other is of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
Thought you'd like that.
Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Where's poor Ned? Hold on, who's that?
Hello? Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about
Hello.
time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Set TV,
Yep.
thank you for
Have you
coming.
seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, but she has been helping me.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
The scale model of a cemetery.
Why did Bruno have a scale model of a cemetery in his house?
Good question. I should probably ask Henry.
Good idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. A little strange, maybe, but fine.
That's good to hear.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Do you ever play Xbox? No.
How about a hint?
What do you need?
One of the crypts in that scale model cemetery is locked. How do I go about opening it?
You need to find its life-size counterpart in the real cemetery next door. When you do, take a look at the
Hey,
carvings
got
on it.
Xbox.
There's more to them than meets the eye, but you can easily rub out that little problem with some paper and a piece of charcoal.
Paper and charcoal?
And while we're on the subject, take a good look around that scale model. You may just find the trace of a clue there.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
You need anything else? Just call.
One more.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
What did it say? Could have play with us. What game you playing? Did it? Nope. Creepy paintings. You're allowed to play Monster. Ooh, I got that game on PC. Monster Hunter. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I got Monster Hunters. There we go. I got Wise, World, and maybe Wild soon. Oh god, hiccups. Oh, Benny hell. No! Oh, Benny hell. Oh. And too far down. That's again. Take a deep breath.
What's today's date?
23rd.
21st of what?
Jan. No, Feb.
I've got Lucifer.
Ah. Okay. Don't know what the eye is about. Let's go there. Locked.
Yes?
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until...
No, don't think it's like
Run
that.
a cable and plug into Lewis's outdoor...
How does one
outdoor
be?
outlet? Yes. I would love to. If I had a
Welcome to
cable
the Shrek swamp.
that long that could cross the oceans...
I'm trying!
I would totally run a plug into Lewis's outdoor outlet.
And I'll drop the soap. Shut up! I'll drop one soap in the water. Let's see what happens. Okay, that doesn't work.
What was or what will be?
Well, I have no idea. You think I have to get naked? No, I think it should be fine if I have clothes on because like I'm supposed to wash them too, right? Oh man, that's so weird. I should be able to bathe. Oh well. Kinda sucks, but we're moving on because apparently this doesn't work. Kinda sad about that. I was hoping I could get bathed with these dead people. My new dead fellas. And you start coming and I don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets small, but your head gets dumb.
Hey, Joseph. You went in on that cable connection too?
Oi. Oh, can I sleep there? Eehoo, eehoo. Fuck yeah. Is there food in here? There's no food. It's pretty nice.
Had to live up to the expectations.
Let's sleep, boy.
I could not let my people down. I turned inward.
I get nice and comfy. Let's sleep until
I rebelled.
Until
I would design
22.
my destiny, not the circumstances. My birth are filled with an unquenchable.
I'm back. Someone was at the door.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out, and you can't get a cab.
Bingo.
Person at the bank told me. Just before she put me on hold for 2 hours. Ah, don't worry. We've got plenty of food here. Beds, candles. You're welcome to stay.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently someone stole the canvas. Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
Eileen? Thank you for coming.
Was it valuable?
In a way. It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah.
Are you sure you don't know anything about it?
Yes. Anything else?
Wait a minute.
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything,
How do you
or
say
should I
the
say,
video
everyone
and yourself?
was. Crafted all
Okay.
those miniature crypts himself.
After
People
this,
think I'm weird.
quickly say
I'll
yeah.
stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Okay. You're on mobile. If you can see. I don't know. You can see. Okay. It's my. I got a webcam. Just press pause and webcam and pick your webcam. Also, I got a green screen behind me. I don't know if it let you see it. Okay. There we go. That's my green screen. I just need to sort out the lights. And the game. You press the push again, go to game capture. Yeah, it is game cap. I've got my background. Yeah. Press plus now, go game captured. And pick. If you got two monitors, just pick a one, which monitor you gotta use. And think that will help. Very nice weather. But I hope that still did help, yeah. Okay. Ah, here she is.
Welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
Looks like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of them, I grow them in pots.
There's nothing quite like cooking with fresh herbs, that's for sure.
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolet's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolet's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolet's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolet's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
Sorry, this I can't see. Look like England, rain. Yep. Yep.
What was in that
I
concoction
agree
you
with
wanted
that.
me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolet paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolet's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this. But this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
I'll leave you to your potting.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolet passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
Nasaan Cambridge. Oh. So. Give me a second. Gaia. Okay, car. Okay. Turn around. I'll go back inside. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes?
I'm going to keep looking around.
Whatever.
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr. Skeleton Man was up to.
Okay. So I need to find... No. Okay. So... a crow. I meet the cemetery. I go this way. Okay, nothing here. Straight up. Locked.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Okay, before you do that, let's just have a quick look round. Sleeping. Nothing here for us. Nothing. Man, this is one big... Oh, finally.
Yes?
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Do you know where I could find some plain paper?
Sure don't. Try asking Renee.
I'll check back with you later.
Groovy.
Hello again.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Thank you for that. You go out of this room. Where's the door? I'm going around in circles. Okay, now let's look for the candy bar.
One for Renee, and one for me. Yum. Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
So got loads of chocolate bars. Oh god. Do, 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 do. Oh, why I keep pressing one?
You bring me that cocoa kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Whose boat is tied up down there where the bayou comes up to the cemetery? Do you know?
That would be my boat. Comes in very handy when I need to forage for certain swamp-dwelling plants.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room, do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
A spirit?
Got a voice that it sends shivers
Yeah, don't
down the
worry, I
spine of
just
Dracula
muted for a little
himself.
bit. Hello, Blood. Thank you for coming. Okay, Taz?
Night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
It's for...
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down, no sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
I'll see you later.
Fare thee well.
Yeah, it does move my mic for a little bit. Okay, we'll go to... I think it was this way. Nope. Okay, a bone. Coffin. I'll go a burp. Oh, that's a crow. And a worm.
Hello again.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Thanks for coming by.
Yes?
I'm going to keep looking around.
Whatever.
Okay, we'll go back in this room. Okay, let's see. One coffin, that's already there. A crow. We done that one. Crow. Coffin. Bones. Anything? Okay, where look again? Where's a look like a flowery type? Okay, where's there? Okay, them bones. That's where. Crow. And now has a coffin. Yay! Okay. And let's start
All done. Did
ticking
that.
off.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that. Check. 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 I haven't done that. Still have to do that. Check. Did that. Check. Check. I haven't done that.
Find the key in the scribe in the 70. Find out what to do with the symbols. Find out how to open chests. Okay. Give up. Amazing work, my friend. Hello, Bursard. Thank you for coming. Bursard? Bursard. And I will. Keep going around. Yeah, he's gone. Where are you gone to?
Hello again.
I'll see you later.
Fare thee well.
Oh, you're right. He stinks. Oh, Tigger. Oh.
I'll be right back.
The bandits, not poachers, but it said poacher. Okay, let's look around. There's dandelion. Okay, let's look around. There's dandelion. Cool. Hopefully he leaves our horse alone. Hopefully he leaves our horse alone. You know what? I should probably sleep a little bit. You know what? I should probably sleep a little bit. I'm gonna do that. I hope our horse don't die. Dennis, will hi. Horse don't die. Dennis, will hi. We're gonna sleep like this much. We're gonna sleep like this much. You need to poach the right guys. You need to poach the right guys. So it's somewhere back there. So it's somewhere back there. It's just a poacher. Well, we killed a lot of poachers, which is pretty good. We killed a lot of poachers, which is pretty good. I know he lives there. I don't see any lights. I know he lives there. I don't see any lights though or proof of life. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Hello. Hello. And now? And now? There's no one. There's no one. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. I know the poacher is here. I know like he lives here, but here, like he lives here, but maybe he's seen what I've done to his fellas. Maybe he's seen what I've done to his fellas, and oh, it's raining too. That's great. Oh, it's raining too. That's great. Just fantastic. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. Na 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 na. I'm a little eye. Look what we're gonna. I'm a little eye. Look what we're gonna. Is the kingdom coming up well? Is the kingdom coming up well? Yes, we're ready for poacher though, and it's not poaching. Yes, we're ready for poacher though, and it's not poaching. Na 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 na. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. I ain't finding this guy. He's nowhere to be found. Did I bug this quest out by like killing these people? Did I bug this quest out by like killing these people? He's in the woods, maybe. Could be. He's in the woods, maybe. Could be. See something? See something? Maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm back. I'm back. Oh dear. No. know. Man, going around in circles. Ah, okay. Let's speak to him. It's bloody class. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, that we do.
Here's my center of operations.
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Sounds good.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead, after you put all those other books back.
Okay. There we go, member. I was like, it's it. I got it's it. What's it, Tip Tip? Okay. Crystal skull. One, two, 5, 5, 5, 3, 4, 2, 7. That's my 27. Okay, well, just get out of here. I can find a blinging door.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. All done. All done. Did that. Did that. Did that. I haven't done that. All done. Check.
I think that's it. Oop, well done.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that. All done. Did that. Can't check that off yet. I haven't done that. Can't check that off yet.
Okay, we'll do the canvas. Now, raise it.
Hey, Nancy. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Meaning...
I think Henry still misses his parents. A lot.
What makes you say that?
I saw him out in the cemetery by what I think is their crypt. He seemed pretty upset.
I'm not surprised. I get the feeling that what Henry looks like on the outside is just the opposite of what he looks like on the inside.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her. Only she thinks, and with kind of good reason, that Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can try to bust him.
What's this kind of good reason stuff?
I know for a fact that Henry sold a box of Bruno's things to a local curio shop.
So this Renee person isn't just being paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
Are you familiar with the legend of the so-called crystal skulls?
Is that where aliens supposedly scattered a bunch of perfectly formed crystal skulls all around the world like thousands of years ago? And all the skulls have different magical powers?
Something like that, yeah. Apparently Henry's uncle was the proud owner of the Whisperer, the skull that was supposed to make whoever owned it live forever.
Only now he's dead and another superstition bites the dust.
Maybe, maybe not. See, this book I found in Bruno's library said no one who has owned the Whisperer has ever died of natural causes.
So how did they die?
They were all murdered.
Come on, you don't believe that crystal skull stuff is true, do you?
I'm not sure what I believe yet. But right now, what I think doesn't matter. The people who knew Bruno had the skull, if one of them believed in the Whisperer's power, they may have figured the only way they'd ever be rid of Bruno was to cause his death.
But I'm pretty sure Henry said he died of a heart attack.
Heart attacks can be induced.
You've been watching too many of those forensic detective shows.
That may be, but what's really interesting is the skull is missing.
That is interesting.
And I'll bet you anything that's what my bony friend in the red ascot was looking for.
Does Henry know where the skull is?
I haven't gotten around to asking him about it yet. But if that skull is still around here, I intend to find it.
I kind of figured that.
Feel like giving me a hint?
It'd be my pleasure.
I have a feeling the paintings in the great room need to be arranged a certain way. Any idea what that certain way is?
Remember that bookmarker you found in the book about the crystal skulls? Well, take a good look at the paintings and see if something in each painting corresponds to something on that card. If so, you'll be on your way.
Sounds good. Thanks.
No big deal. See ya.
I'm gonna call her.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she. Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes. You were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Whitford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bolet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bolet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bolet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture.
Hello, Baba.
No, if
sorry, I keep saying your name wrong. Thank you for coming.
skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bolet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy.
$500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
If tests show that a skull is only a couple of 100 years old, then it's a fake?
Ah, would that crystal contained carbon? Because if it did, carbon dating could be used to determine its age, much like carbon dating is employed to determine the age of bones and religious relics. But what is crystal? Quartz. What is quartz? Silicon dioxide. No carbon. No carbon, no carbon dating. No, to determine a crystal skull's authenticity, you must examine it for marks left behind by modern-day tools. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen
Oh, but now. Hang on,
all
sorry.
the time, Nessie. Now,
Hello,
does that mean
Scott.
there are mysterious external forces at work in the
Full
universe
power.
of which
Thank you
we
for
do
coming.
not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bolet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
I'd better go. Thank you.
Good luck to you, dear.
Okay. I go back in our room.
Yes?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll check back with you later.
Groovy.
You okay? What's all biscuits? Them biscuits. Okay. Let's see if I do this. TBF. Tubers. B. B. Banana. F. Yeah, notice all these things are all in. Big crappy patents. Ban. Monkey. Unveil. Poppy. Lolly. Hehe.
I don't know.
Okay. Weird.
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant, I don't have it now, but I will, soon, okay? Bye. Oh, man.
Locked, naturally.
Okay.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Have I got to Bess?
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well...
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio!
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'm looking for Dr. Gilbert Buford.
Well, it's a pleasure to report that I am he.
Do you mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is there any doubt in your mind as to how Dr. Bolet died?
He died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
I thought Bruno Bolet was your best friend.
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr.
I am sorry, everyone.
Bolet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him, and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Why would he have a heart attack in the foyer?
That's always been a bit of a puzzlement to me, too.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Did you see Iggy while you were tending to Bruno that day?
No, but then I rarely ever saw Iggy. Moreover, it would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with. Drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad.
My headphones broke.
Hey. How'd you put it on?
Oh, I just moved the wire and suddenly it's bent.
What are you going to do? Get a new one?
I have to.
What's that to?
My headphones. And the ones that Mom bought me as well. Look what happened.
Who are you showing?
People.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh,
What a mark to play another player. Can't you screw it back in it?
I don't see if I can. No, it's kind of crack and bend quite badly. If I will bend it.
Have a look on eBay.
Hold on.
Hey, control.
I am sorry, everyone. Give me a second. Oh, bloody hell. Black on black. It's not very good.
We can't just say to her, well, maybe you know. You in?
Hold on. To say it doesn't. I don't know. It's I saw this off. And he's doing it again. It's crusted.
So it's that.
Here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke
Yeah,
around.
it's working.
If you want to know the particulars
It's
of
working.
how I do what I do,
And my game
take a look at
crashed.
the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's
Okay.
real helpful, especially if
I'm
you're
going
new
to
to
stop
the
it here,
mystery solving
and we'll
business.
see you
And be sure to check out my
next
scrapbook.
time.
I put
Don't
memorabilia
forget to
from
hit
all
that
my
like
past cases in
and
there.
subscribe to
A
my
lot of them
channel.
were
Bye.
pretty dangerous.